Hi there. In this short video, we'll review some of the key differences when doing research using online search engines, generative AI tools, and library resources. There are a few key points and questions you should always ask when trying to find information in research. Online search engines do some things very well and some not so well, such as the idea that because there's so much information on the internet, quite a bit of it is either false, misleading, or even fake. Generative AI has both pro and cons, which we will talk about. It excels at responding to questions and creating text and imagery extremely quickly, but has several cons, including some of them even create fake quotations or citations that do not exist. Library databases are extremely effective at getting you to quality sources because that is what they are designed for. They are curated places of academic content with sources that run the gamut from videos and images to newspaper articles, books, and scholarly journals. Some important questions you should ask yourself when trying to find information is who created it and is it credible? You don't want to be providing a fake source or something with bad information. When you have so much information available using so many tools, it is also important to ask yourself, am I finding the best sources I can, and do the sources I find leave any information out? Search engines such as Google provide lots of information at once from all types of sources. As such, some of the sources may be unreliable or contain false information. When using internet search engines, always use your best judgment and ask, who created the content? Is it current information? And where did they get their information from? Search engines may not be able to provide you some sources that a library can get due to paywalls and copyright restrictions. If using an online search engine, you may want to use a site such as Google Scholar, which will remove general websites and give you citations to academic content. Even Google Scholar may not always be able to get you to specific items due to paywalls and copyright. One helpful reminder, material on credible news organization websites from museums, educational institutions, and government sources are usually more reliable than other types of internet sources. Generative AI is effective at creating text and quickly finding information. However, what it finds and the accuracy of the sources can vary wildly. Some of them have created fake citations or sources. It also has a wide range of ethical issues in terms of how and when to use it when it is supposed to be your ideas. Currently, most AI tools cannot always provide specific images, articles, books, and videos because they are copyrighted and cannot just be given. Of the sources it does provide when requested, many are freely available, such as open access ones, and in some cases, some generative AI have been known to create fake sources. It may also leave out important information or sources that would help you in your research depending on how you prompt your search and what information it is compiling. Library resources offer a variety of databases with different sources, such as images, videos, books, ebooks, and articles. These resources are curated and housed in research databases, and you know the information is reliable because the content is written by professionals. You can cite it and you know where it came from. They are either academic sources written by scholars or professors who have done the research and shared it in scholarly sources, such as documentary videos or books, or in scholarly journal articles. Library databases do sometimes include more popular sources, such as magazines and newspapers, but even then, you at least know who wrote it and where it came from, and that it most likely went through an editorial process. So in overview, search engines are good at finding vast amounts of information, but it can be overwhelming. You may need to verify the credibility of the information you find, and some types of material may not be freely accessible. Generative AI can help create text and even do some research functions, but you still need to be careful regarding its ethical uses in the classroom and the accuracy of its sources. Some specific sources it may not be able to provide. If you ever have a question about using it for an assignment, ask your teacher first. Library resources are a great place to find a variety of sources of all types that are academic in nature, credible, and can be used in all types of research projects. The type of material provided include articles, books, ebooks, images, videos, and more. The library can also try and get you materials that are unavailable in other places. And lastly, just remember, research is meant to be interesting and thorough process, but you should always make sure whatever research you do that uses quality materials that are fact-based and can be cited if needed. Thank you for watching and have a terrific day.